And that's on life. Guys, anyway, hi. Dumela. Hello. Hi. Dinsang. Hi, DGRM. Oh, Buchi January 2026. January 2026. I'm so glad January is over. Today's the last day of January. Today's the 31st of Jan. What's the time? It is 1:07, and I am very glad that January is coming to an end. But I also know that like time really isn't a huge thing, and so by January ending isn't necessarily anything specific. But I really just wanted to sit down and talk about what has happened. I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. I need to go open the door. It's hot. It is so hot. Right? Cool. I need to sit down. I need to have a catch up with myself. And so I'm hoping to do this 12 for 12 months. Because I need a reason to slow down, because my mind is really struggling to slow down. My spirit, my mind, my body is on 3 different parts of life. But yeah, this is an update. I'm fidgety. What has happened in January 2026? First of all, I got new siblings. Saying new is kind of wild because there's sometimes that I've had others before, but I haven't. Okay, this is the front. This is the front. Yeah. Isn't she pretty? I hope I'm honestly not killing her because I don't necessarily have the biggest screen thumb. But this is Ohhhh Letsatsi. And she is the moment. She's a star. This is definitely like divinely sent, divinely instructed, divinely placed. Because I've been having dreams to go get her. But I was just very anxious because I mean, the first time I got a plant, she died. I went through a whole grieving process. Then I was like, Kishapka Vaipi. And now, that was like also like 3 years ago, like tighten up. Tighten up. Scarabora. Scarabora. But yeah, so she's who I got. This is Buchi Emecheta. And she really is the calm sibling. Like, she's one of 2. They're twins. I made them twins. They came to me as twins. But yeah, divinely sent. She's very, like, she's a lot calmer. And she's very much like really protective over our energy, our thoughts. And so she's often the one that reminds me to be like, you're doing a lot. Shut up. Stop, shut up. Shut up. And just breathe. She's definitely the grounding compartment. She gives me the least amount of stress. And I just really hope I'm not killing her because like, she's now starting to have like those brown things on the leaves, and I don't know what that means, but they said you're not supposed to water her a lot. But yeah, so she's a snake plant, and I got it from, oh my gosh, home growers in Sunning Hill. Yeah. Papa Ma helped me get them. Oh, what an amazing person. Love him down, and we're kind of friends now. And this is, how beautiful is she? Do I have favorites? Kind of. Kind of. This is Ohhhh Alerato. And she is the moment. She's unscared. But also she's the most needy. Like, I feel like when I look at her, like, she just always wants me to look at her. Like, she always wants me to look at her. Like, when I have a busy day, because I don't come up to my bedroom a lot, so I stay downstairs most of the time. Like, I can't come here and not look at her and not talk to her. Like, she's so neat. Like, she just pulls me into her and she's just like, stop whatever you're doing and come breathe with me. So I then breathe with her. So she's a licorice cross. Yeah. And she's the one that I got to choose, right? So like you have the plants, you have a demo, then you have the one that you're like, okay, this is now what I am offering into this thing, right? And I just really feel like she really is just like me. I don't know. I feel like Ohhhh is who I am right now, and like Kokiso is who I want to be, you know. But anyway, so that is what changed. I am siblings. I'm a sibling. I got siblings. I have new siblings. Ohhhh and Kokiso. I think they're so beautiful. They're still yet to meet. They're friends and cousins and other siblings. But I just really hope that my journey with them will be very fulfilling and grounding. I hope that it teaches me how to breathe, how to be still, how to relax. Oh God. Mind you, I'm allergic to pollen, but I got my sister flowers. Like, but that's life in it. So yeah, so that is the biggest, I guess, like spatial updates. What's going on? Um, by the 31st of Jan, I'm gonna have 2 official credits under my screenwriting belt, which is so insane to think about. No, no, it's insane. It's like, but also it's like I was always gonna do it. One thing about me, I have self-love. I do not want to lie. Like I genuinely am that type of person. It's like I believe I can do anything and everything given the time and opportunity to. So it's not shocking that I've done 2 credits so far. That there's gonna be a point during the year where I see my name on the screen and I'm like, that was my tears and my hard work. A lot of tears have gone into this. I wouldn't say that I'm crying more, but I think that I'm just a lot more emotionally unsettled. I think it's very hard getting into the flow of like being economically active with the kind of brain that I have, with the kind of spirit I have, the kind of dreams that I have. Obviously, I'm really grateful that at least I'm doing something that I actually like. And I feel like I can grow so much in it and I have so much to contribute. Like, I'm gonna fuck up the game so bad. I gave myself 5 years, but yeah. I got new tattoos. I got these in December, but I'm gonna keep them in the Jan updates. I have this, which is the full down 7 get up 8, and then I have this red circle. She does look purple. She's whatever she needs to be. So there's that. Those are my updates. I still have the same amount of friends, but I am building new friendships, which is very interesting. I have a lot of hope for it, but you know what I realized? Okay, sit down conversation now. Let's, out of willing, I have stopped being in denial that I am a big feeler and I love really hard. Like, if you to irritate the shit out of me whenever I was like, hey, wait, I'm a big, like being a, how do you love hard? Like loving is, I don't know, I used to just throw so much shade on it. And now I'm like, it's because the glass was see-through. Like, they were speaking to you at DGRM. But attacking, like, I'm such a big lover, old child, like, a lover of life, a lover of people, a lover of my friends, certain family members, a lover of self, a lover of dreams. Like, I love really hard, which then I think makes it extremely difficult to do this life thing, because you get your heart broken so often. Because also, it's like, yes, you love hard, but I think that there's also a form of self accountability that needs to happen where it's like, you pour so much love into it unconsensually and too hard, where sometimes people don't know how to navigate receiving you. And what if they just don't want to receive you? Now what? Ignoring. Exactly. I have spent this month just really relaxing, chilling, being, trying to get acquainted with the Gregorian calendar, honestly. Like, I have not been doing anything in January but work. But also, do you know what I hate? I hate that I feel like I'm constantly not doing enough. Like, and my sister and I had this conversation yesterday. It kind of breaks my heart. But it's like, I always feel like I'm not doing enough. So it's like, there's this quote, and I don't, the thing is, I don't remember where I heard it. I don't remember whether it was on Substack or whether it was a YouTube video or whether it was like in-person conversations. But that thing about like, there's always someone who's willing to go harder for the dream that you want. That is the worst thing I could have ever heard in my life. Because if I can spend 10 hours a day writing, I'm like, shit, someone's doing 12. Then I do 12. You know what I mean? Like, constantly feeling like I am not doing enough and constantly feeling the need to prove myself and my worth is really exhausting. It is not maintainable. It's not good for me. No, it's not good for me. But I was trying to ease it into life. I fasted for the first time in a couple of months this month, and that was interesting. A lot easier than what I thought it was going to be, but I think it's because like I was ready to do it. And also just realizing that, like, guys, what is for you you'll feel it. Like you'll feel it when it's the time you should be doing, or whether it's who you should hang out with, the door's closed again. The door is closed. Anyway, while I'm up, let me show you guys my outfit of the day. I'm literally going out after filming this video. But yeah, so I think the biggest thing that I've learned in January is chill the fuck out. I don't believe it, but I've learned it, right? That you need to just chill the fuck out. If you were important 2 years ago, you are important now, and you'll be important 5 years from there. Right? For wheat is wheat. Yeah, you guys know what I say. Like, you can tell just even when I'm talking about it in such a flimsy manner, I'm so like over it, you know? Because it's like, I think it's easier said than done, and it's very hard to not feel like you're in constant chasing when we're in a system that requires us to be constantly chasing in order for it to work. And it's not going to stop working because it operates from a place of insecurity and fear. And so if the longer we feel like this, the longer it just reads. Yeah, I finished one book this month. It was The New Tribe by Buchi Emecheta. What a book! Oh, guys, I'm kind of obsessed with Emecheta. I don't know. I love these first generation African literature women. I feel like they did so much with gender with what they could have done. Because now, being whatever number generation my generation is, it's like I can further the baton because they've laid down the fundamentals and they've given that knowledge. I also went back to reading Afrofeminism and Decolonization by Sylvia Tamale because I just realized, I realized that I don't speak the way I used to speak. And there's a large disconnect from how it's being said in my mind to then how I manifest it verbally. And the disconnect is just coming from a point of not being nurtured. I feel like I've really been slacking. And that's the problem, like when you come from the academic world for so long and just how the department was, to then not kind of transition into the real world where people just don't be reading, people don't want to further their vocabulary, and not to use bombastic words, but to use like accurate words for how they feel and how they see, where people don't want to talk about certain things. People are super conservative AF. People are way more conservative than what I thought out to be, you know, and yeah. January has been a lot, but we made it through, and I'm just so proud of us. I'm proud of us, I really am. And I'm really hoping that Feb comes with a lot of surprises. I like surprises. I like being surprised. I hope it comes with a lot of surprises. I hope it comes with a lot of happiness and joy. You know, I think I ended January in a very confusing state. But our lights and momentary triumphs are achieving for us a far greater glory than what weighs them all is literally my tattoo. But anyway, I will see you. Well, we'll catch up again next month. Each video is only allowed to be 4 minutes long. I'll catch up with you next month. We'll see how many things have changed, what you've done. But you're gaining momentum. You're good. Keep prioritizing yourself. Keep trying to be vulnerable. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, that's who you want to be. Can make. So, Mulata King. And yeah. Bye, hot stuff. It's a wanna get in